Hello everybody, and welcome to the Have Faith Esports Series weekend number 2, the first game of this weekend. Yes, I know, surprisingly late. We have the match between Dreamers and Tread going on, but we also have 2 casters coming in, as I will be the one sitting in the background the whole time while. Featuring in this casting performance will be Shuno and Sonic Abs. You guys, have a good one. I'll be watching you.
And I tell you what, we will for sure. Dreamers on the blue side, Tread on the red side. Dreamers currently 0-2, hoping to pick up their first win here, as Tread are currently 1-1, hoping to continue their streak towards the winning side. As we jump straight into Champion Select, I'm telling you, Sonic Ebs, what do we expect to see here?
I would say I'd expect to see here a lot of late game on the left side, on the left team over here. I forgot their name.
I won't be denied.
Because Dreamers, yeah. Because it seems like the skill gap could be a little different, in my opinion. So I could definitely see some late game kind of coming from the sides of Dreamers. And on the right side over here, which is what's their name again? Tread, sorry. I could definitely see them trying to go for an early game win, because as I said before, the skill gap is a little different. So if they can get early game going on, they'll instantly just take over the game.
Indeed, possibly so. So far, we see tanks banned away on the side of Tread, but Vagar and Darius are the first 2 bans on the side for Dreamers here.
Who dares defy
They close out
my will?
their ban phase 1 with Jarvan. What might we see first picked here for Dreamers?
If it looks like they've banned pretty good tanks early on the side of Tread, so I can definitely see the early game coming out. So I'm gonna say Dreamers might pick up the Gnar first, because it's probably like the last good tank top laner there is.
Possibly so, especially with the Cho'Gath being banned. He's at an incredibly powerful presence throughout the meta here, just being able to be so tanky and deal so much damage at the same time. And so far, you were strong on the prediction so far.
Oh, it looks like they're going with the Galio as their first pick to counter the Gnar, which is actually... Oh, no, I changed... Oh, well, never mind. I have no idea who they're going to pick now.
Alright, well, on a roller coaster of emotions, Urgot is the hover, Kled back to the hover,
Back to
and
the
back to
Galio?
Galio.
Okay.
On full circle.
Mordekaiser. Oh, here we go. Now this is going to get interesting. That's probably a hover, in my opinion.
I'd say that's a hover for sure. Tread seem to be having a little bit of fun with the hovers they're doing so far. I doubt that this Mordekaiser is gonna be locked in.
If he is, okay, yeah, if he was going to be, I was going to say the only thing I can see him playing is as the top lane, but there's already Galio, so he could have been flexed mid, but it looks like it's going to be Galio top.
Yep, Galio top, Twitch lane, Twitch in the AD carry role.
There we
Answer
go.
from Gragas on the side of Dreamers, though, for tilt proof in the jungle. We've seen what that guy can do with a powerful presence. We've been on not disengage and engage very strongly with that explosive cast. We're gonna see what Dreamers pick right before ban phase number 2. What will they leave open? What will they not? They're gonna take the Tristana.
And I really like that pick right there, the Tristana. That early game lane presence against the Twitch, it's just going to destroy him in lane unless the Twitch gets help from their jungler early on.
On the side of Tread, though, what will they pick before ban phase number 2?
Talia mid.
Talia mid definitely looks like the answer.
Yeah, that's pretty ballsy right there to go ahead and pick your mid laner.
I think it's also very smart, though, because it's a Talia. She has incredible roaming power. She's a really strong pick at the moment, and securing that before Dreamers are able to pick their mid laner, and before the ban phase, it's a smart pick from the side of Tread.
Seriously? Seriously? Lame.
Now I could see on the side of Tread, they might ban another late game champion because I mean, if you just look at all their bans, it's just straight up all tanks and late game damage. I'm pretty sure they're scared of the other team's late game abilities.
Possibly so, and it's going to be a Morgana ban. Perhaps they have something interesting in their next pick phase that they do not want Morgana to see against. On the side of Dreamers, though, it's going to be a Rakan ban, taken away on the side of Tread and Zac ban. They do not like AoE whatsoever.
The Jinx hover, that's one of my favorite champions, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this hover is a little more realistic,
Whoa!
and it is going to go through.
Whoa, the Twitch jungle.
Which jungle? I had a feeling it might have just worked, and there it is on this side of Tread.
Now that's pretty interesting.
How will Dreamers answer?
With the Syndra, that is a great pick against the Jinx because Jinx has no way to escape from the R button. Oh.
Well, no, it's not Syndra.
Orianna's also a good pick against Jinx because still Jinx has no escape from the R button.
Exactly, can't escape that ulti, and I'll tell you what, a few more people on the side of Tread may not be able to escape that shockwave. So they close out the draft with their support pickup here. What do you think they're gonna pick? They beat us to it.
I'm pretty sure on the side of Tread they're gonna pick a tank support. They have to because if having 3 squishies against an Orianna, that's just see. Oh, I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick that time. Yeah. If they pick a Tryndamere, okay, I was about to say.
Right.
Oh,
Tarakit's gonna be. Let's just keep discussing.
Season 2 Katarina tank. Let's go.
Definitely not, as Tarak gets locked in here on the side of Tread.
And in
Both
my
team
opinion,
comps look pretty good. Who's are we favoring?
if Tread makes it to late game, I feel like they definitely have better late game capability. And with the Tarko compared with the Galio ultimate, their team fights capability is actually pretty good. I keep forgetting their name. I have no idea. What's the other team's name? Dreamers. The only difference for Dreamers though is that they could get a pretty good wombo combo going off with a Gnar and Orianna into a Shin taunt. So I would say Dreamers have just a little bit better team fighting, but if it gets too far into the late game, Tread's definitely gonna win.
Alright. This Twitch jungle pick though, it caught us off guard. It probably caught Dreamers off guard. What do you think it's gonna focus in the early stages?
I'm pretty sure Twitch is probably going to try to focus that mid lane to shut down the Orianna. Because if she gets ahead at any point, having a Talia, a Twitch, and a Jinx, it's just going to be so easy for her to just shockwave one of them at least and just instantly delete them.
Alright, fair enough. I could agree with you indeed, seeing how there is a little bit of caution. You have to be on the side of Dreamers. It's a Twitch jungle. Very creative gang paths with that invisibility. Also, we see a cleanse as well on the side for Dreamers' mid laner Toxic. Perhaps a little bit afraid of the limited crowd control, at least that's in the form of hard CC for Tread here. We'll see how that works out in the mid lane. What do we think is going to be working for Dreamers here? What do they want to have start rolling?
I feel like they need to get the Orianna start rolling since you have a Shin. If you can set up a counter gank going on in the mid lane, you can Shin ult, and then it instantly becomes a 3v2 as soon as the Shin ult channels, and then you could probably at least pick up the kill on the Twitch because he only has a slow. Talia has a knock up and 2 slows, so she can get out perfectly fine. The Twitch would probably have to waste his flash just to get away. And then at that point, you can just counter jungle with Gragas because his early game's a lot better than Twitch's.
Probably indeed. All in all, though, like from at all stages of the game, whose team comp do you like more? Because I can see reasons for both sides. Between the Tark ulti, we have a flat 2 seconds at rank 3, you can do almost anything. But also the shockwave, as you've been emphasizing, is very powerful on the side of Dreamers.
Yeah, and the team comp I definitely would say I'd like the most would definitely be Dreamers because you do have an very easy 2 targets to put the ball onto, which is Gragas and Gnar, because they each have an ability that just gets them right into the enemy's team's face. So as soon as I can definitely see, as soon as one of them just flashes onto the back line or just uses their jump and dash, it'll probably just be over if they at least get 2 of them in the back line.
Possibly indeed. What about the top lane though? Think much is gonna happen up there or not quite?
I've seen Galio into Gnar, and every time I've watched it, the Galio surprisingly has always won. I don't know why. I don't know why Galio is so good against Gnar. It's just like the mini Gnar just cannot sustain against a Galio as soon as he hits that taunt, because it does a lot of damage, surprisingly. Even when I've played in solo queue, Galio wrecks me when I've played Gnar before.
Is it the combo or is it
It's
just
the combo.
taunt?
It's the combo. If they can land the taunt on you, as soon as they get that whole combo on you, it's good damage in top lane for the Galio.
Good damage indeed, though, is what both sides are looking for as we jump straight into the loading screen to see who wins out on the Mastery and Skin Wars.
I'm gonna say it's Dreamers calling it right now.
Dreamers is gonna win it, you gonna say? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Twitch Jungle is the most popular of picks. Does not seem like something you'd spam in solo queue for sure. But could it be wrong? Let's see. The client wakes up and so do we. What do you call? I think this is a victory for Tread in terms of masteries and skins as well. Actually, for skins, it's Dreamers, but for masteries, I think it's by far goes to Tread on here. But all in all, Nocturnality turns itself off in the top lane. Authentic Wigga on the side of Dreamers, Tilt Proof in the jungle, the Toxic 27 in the mid lane, Mew Please, and Lily Roundup in the bot lane. However, on the side of Tread, currently 1-1 standings, looking to make it 2-1. Extreme Revenge in the top lane, Lemon in the jungle, Center in the mid lane, couldn't be a better name. Goober Gabe on AD carry, and Watermelones on support.
Watermelones.
Actually, there might be an early invade here. A little bit of damage onto the side of Tread. Perhaps not what they wanted. They're gonna back off.
Well, this is embarrassing. My elite client has decided to not connect.
Oh. Alright, that's a little unfortunate.
It's trying to connect, but everyone's at 100% for me for some reason.
I think you'll load in. Hopefully at least quickly enough.
Yeah, there you go. I'm starting to load in now.
Alright, good. Just a little bit of a client sleeping for all of us at this hour. For the most part, though, standard starts after that failed invade that got noticed quickly on the side of Dreamers. To see how things go in the early stages. The limit starts on the top half, which means he may want to direct his focus in the bottom lane as he finishes his clear.
Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, that's actually a pretty smart idea. Because if you can just go in there with the Twitches and Invis, you can probably just swing around through the tri-bush and they just won't know unless they have a pink in the tri-bush at some point. But you'd have to go for an early back, and that's just not a good idea.
Doesn't sound like the greatest of ideas for sure. Smart play on the side of Tread. Dazzle lands as well. That's actually a lot of damage onto Lily.
Oh yeah.
Good trade in the early game. Underestimating the damage the Tar can bring up, but
Twitch is already going for a
Limit's
top.
already going in the top lane. Get some damage in towards Gnar. They actually flash for it. One more would do it. Expunge does get the damage, and that's first blood over at a Limit.
Now that was unsurprising. I did not know Twitch can do that much damage with that E at level 2.
Oh boy, I don't even think Authentic was expecting it either. A level 2 Twitch gank. Barely, I think he just had his red buff and that was it. No other camps cleared from the looks of
just
it.
as red. It looks like he's going for an invade on the blue now. On the Gragas.
Taunt's gonna land and towards the bot lane, but the power of the Dazzle just so much forces the flash away. and Jinx is still able to output more damage. But in the mid lane, oh no, Toxic is taking a lot of damage, and back to the top lane. Authentic's gonna be able to win out on the trade up there. But so far, Tread firing off on all cylinders in the early game.
Actually, it looks like in the top lane, the Gnar actually took a lot more damage just from the minions alone. This mid lane, though, that she's starting to struggle. Though I'm surprised the Orianna is actually starting to struggle after that one gank from the Twitch.
I mean, it definitely changed the tempo of how the lane was originally gonna go. Center playing a very effective Talia so far at this point in the game. The bot lane on Tread also pushing in a lot. She's not as a late game champion. She has a good early game, but it's not as good as Jinx is.
I would say Tristana actually has the better early game. As soon as Jinx completes the Infinity Edge, then Jinx can start to 1v1 the Trist. Because Trist just has too much escape away from Jinx or too much engage onto the Jinx with the way the W now works with the bomb.
You see Limits hovering around the mid lane. They may actually go in for something here. They don't see him right yet. He pops out invisibility, picks up one kill. Can they get a second? They might just be able to find another kill with Shattered Earth. Not quite. Tilt-Proof able to get out in time, but another gank in the mid lane, and Limit picks up his second kill.
It's just like I said, they're not going to allow this Orianna to get ahead at any point of the game because it's too scary against their team comp.
I mean, if we look at the CS numbers, a surprising story is already outfolding 13-33.
Oh yeah.
Center doing some work. And the bot lane tanking a lot of damage as well. This could be bad for them.
Gnar had to waste his flash in the top lane.
Taunt away, but Goober gets a kill. Now Authentic's in trouble in the top lane. They might be looking to dive this, but with him going mega soon, they may not, unless they take him out before that even happens.
I don't know why the Gnar tried to walk back up to that bush. He shouldn't have. He had just wasted his flash a minute ago because I was watching the top lane. He should have just backed off and sat next to tower and see if the Galio wanted to try to tower dive him.
Things looking dark for Dreamers already. Hopefully they can rebound. Only 5 minutes in, 4 kills, almost as many kills as there are minutes in this game. However, though, in the jungle, there's actually a much more of a surprising deficit with the CS numbers. Not a whole lot of farming done by Limit so far this game. A lot of ganking. He's going to look to raise those numbers, lower the tempo, and perhaps give some Dreamers a little bit of breathing room here.
Yeah, and if he continues to farm on, this is Dreamer's opportunity to start getting ahead in some lane and in some sort of fashion. Even if it's just catching back up in CS, at least it can do something for the team. Especially this mid lane right now. This mid lane is extremely struggling. Orianna definitely needs help from the jungler.
Absolutely. So for Tilt-Proof, not making any moves just yet for his team. May perhaps want to have an eye on that mid lane again. It's definitely been focused a lot so far on the side of Tread. But things are definitely going to start to slow down a little bit. First Dragon is Infernal, so as that progresses, it'll be interesting to see which team's more in position to be able to get it.
What I want to see right now is I want to see Gragas come and gank this mid lane. Talia does not have her flash, and now that Orianna is 6, she has at least enough for Shockwave.
Authentic on maybe the wrong side of the lane takes the full brunt of the damage from the Galio combo. Looks like he's gonna be able to get out safely.
And it looks like Twitch might come in for the kill, but Gragas is here for the help.
That's not good. That's one hit. Flash is in. That's actually probably not gonna go in his favor. Limit picks up a kill as heroic entrance comes through. Justice Punch is gonna force him to flash out, but the burn's gonna get the double for Limit.
Oh, that flash that he attempted, if he would have not have flashed, he actually would have hit the Twitch. He flashed past the Twitch with his E. He didn't adjust it for the range of the flash E stun.
Okay, now a lot of damage in the bot lane. The heal's gonna help him out.
Oh snap!
Wait, in the mid lane, what is going on? Center going past 2 turrets and picking up a kill.
Wow, I did not expect that from the Talia. That was very good outplay with the ult into the Q. I only took one tower shot when she had done that.
Indeed, and now a little bit more damage in the bot lane. That shield's gonna be able to help them for now. They're trying to make this play work, but it's
Looks
not
like
gonna
Talia's
work
gonna
at
go
all.
down.
That's another kill for Limit. A center barely makes it out in the mid lane. And now Limit's looking for his 6th kill. The match gets buster shotted backwards, but it's not gonna matter. Tread styling on Dreamers so far, and they're also gonna be able to pick up the first turret of the game.
And for Dreamers right now, the only thing I can see happening is just Gnar is the only one. No, I lied. Gragas is the only one who can affect the game at some point, in my opinion, because everyone else is just so far behind. Gragas is the only one who's at least stayed above and farm, even though he's an item down. He's the only one who can at least do something for the team at this point.
Absolutely. Tilt Proof better be able to live up to his name here. Being down 0-9, definitely rough for any team. Gonna have to pick the pace up a little bit. Wait a second, caught style in the mid lane, Toxic. Takes a little bit of damage. Doesn't even get hit by the Shattered Earth, but it's a lot of damage. If you're on the side of Dreamers, how do you really recover from something like that? Do you just slow down the tempo, or do you try to make plays happen?
At this point, you can make plays, but Twitch can be nowhere near where you're making the play. If Twitch is near, Twitch is just going to wreck your team. So you're going to have to try to make a play, maybe top side or something. Because Twitch right now has been focused on the bot side of the map and in mid lane. So I would try to focus on that Galio. Maybe try to at least just get a flash from us. Cause
Oh no, Lemon opens up with the ulti and in 2 shots takes out Toxic. Tanks up a little bit of the turret, but it goes down right after. Fight may go in the favor of Dreamers with that Tark ulti, but it may not matter at all. Death Rocket's gonna hit him on the side. And that's gonna be another kill, slowly but surely. Lily's got no way out of this one. This Twitch jungle definitely putting a show on for us.
And it's just like I said, if the Twitch is there, you're just going to die. Orianna died within 2 shots before he even used E. And then it just skyrocketed through those last 3 kills. Or 2 kills, sorry.
Dude. Really unfortunate on the side of Dreamers. They don't expect to have to need vision in these certain spots of the map, especially this early on in the game, but apparently they do have to have a lot of pink wards, or at least some way of knowing where the Twitch is, because not knowing where the Twitch is has punished them a lot so far, and now with 12 kills, Dread will pick up their first dragon of the game.
Yeah, this Twitch pick is so effective right now. They're averaging more kills than minutes in the game so far. It's 11 minutes, 30 seconds in, and there's 12 kills on the side of Tread.
Absolutely. Tilt Proof's gonna try and make something happen here. And this is just a little on the scary side. Flashes for the extra range. Actually isn't able to get the kill. Toxic escapes with his life.
Ooh, I don't think the Talia forgot that she can't go through walls.
Tilt Proof now gonna be straight on to center here, or is it center straight on to Toxic? What's gonna be? The Stand United comes through, but the damage is just more powerful.
Now, I don't know why the Gragas thought he had to go in there. The Orianna was safe. She was getting out. He should have just backed off and just went to his Gromp and just try to get more farm, in my opinion.
Yeah, Authentic's gotta be very careful in the top lane. Will smartly, wisely choose to back off. They're gonna try and get a kill on center in the mid lane here, but I don't think they have the damage to be able to stop this Talia and all the rocks being thrown at them right now. Especially with Goober Gabe in the mid lane. That's gonna be 1 reset. May not be 2. Actually dodges the explosive cask.
Yeah, that was...
center and puts out even more damage. Lands the Shattered Earth. That's another kill for Tread.
At this point in the game, I don't think Dreamers could come back.
Definitely looks like a very solid, secure victory on the side of Tread here. As much as I try to ignore it, they are up 10,000 gold and 850 range from Limit. Picks himself up his 8th kill of the game. Spray and Pray definitely living up to its name. It's going to be the middle turret. Taunt misses, which means center stays alive for a few seconds longer. No, he actually manages to get out somehow. As the Targ ulti comes through and a few more kills do for Tread as well. Tilt-Proof has to play Spectator on the side before he gets taken out shortly after the Jinx Rockets secure the kill. And 14 minutes into this game, 20 kills on the scoreboard. Tread are actually going to look to end here.
Yeah, they can definitely end. I don't know if you noticed in that last fight, Tristana had actually ulted Talia over the wall before she even had stacked any of her bomb stacks on her.
May not be over just yet. Tread say we've done a lot of damage. Let's back off. No need to push for the end just yet. Actually, wait, maybe they don't. Limit's on the
They're
side
going.
trying to make something happen. They say we're actually baiting you into that move exactly. Limit might get shut down here. A few more hits would do it. They do manage to kill him, but they pay the price right after.
Mm-hmm. And I would say this is definitely GG. They have enough time to get this tower, actually. I don't think they can actually get the Nexus. Maybe.
They're looking to be able to end the game here.
If they end the game now, this would be the fastest game.
Fastest
So far.
game so far indeed. It's not gonna end just yet. Dreamers think they're dreaming of game 2 right now. There's a desperation move. They're gonna try and get the kill onto Goober Gabe. They'll find 1 kill. Can they find any more? They're not. They're gonna be able to back off. Finding their second
Here comes
kill.
the Twitch.
Center picks up another one. Limit finds 1. Gets the reset on the invisibility, which means more damage on Amuplas. And another kill. This game looks like it's gonna be over. There it is. The Nexus goes down and Tread lead the series 1-up.
Wow, that was... Tread almost averaged more kills, or double the amount of kills in minutes played in that game.
So, sorry for the brief interruption for the both of you. I just wanted to announce the lack of statistics on the screen currently. Turns out the game capture apparently is a little bugged. Can't seem to recognize the full screen application, just so that way everybody knows. On the blue side was Dreamers, and on the red side was Tread. Just gonna let everybody just let everybody know. But I just also would like to announce real quick, with that conclusion, Tread has the fastest victory in Have Faith Esports history, I believe. Congratulations to him. That's all I wanted to say.
That was what?
Congratulations
15
indeed.
minutes and 57 seconds, I think?
54, but yeah.
Indeed, I mean, I think that's definitely the fastest. If it wasn't, I'd be even more surprised. Looking at some of the stats here on the side of Tread, it's actually a little surprising. An incredibly low amount of CS on the side of Limit in the jungle in the Twitch, which really just goes to show it's 29 CS. If your support's almost out CSing you, you're definitely not in the jungle.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely going to say Dreamers are definitely going to ban the Twitch in the next game.
Absolutely. I think that and the Talia were the center of their problems. Definitely tricky for them to be able to pull out the victory with how much aggression was happening so early on. They needed pink wards, but they needed pink wards 10 minutes in, so they couldn't really afford it.
Yeah, because every single lane, they were just getting shoved out. So, I mean, like, the first back for the Orianna, as soon as she died, all she got was just the 435 gold API in the book, and then that's literally it. Didn't take no potions or anything back to lane. Another 3 minutes later, she died again, with only like I think around like 30 something CS at that point, and the Talia was almost doubling her CS and had 2 or 3 kills.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Dreamers, you have to ask yourself, how do you bounce back from that type of loss?
I would say if they're gonna bounce back, you're gonna need to ban the Twitch, and as you said, ban the Talia, and then you're gonna need to go full on hyper carry champions in ADC mid lane. So I would say pick a Syndra, because Syndra can instantly delete someone on the side of Tread. And then for an ADC, if you can get Tristana again, grab the Tristana. It's one of the best champions to get out of a situation. And then for front lines, if they allow, if you can pick up the Gnar again, that's okay. But I'd rather see the Galio pick or a Maokai pick in the top lane, and then a Gragas jungle would be perfectly fine again. And then for the support, I would say instead of a Shin, go for a Leona or a Braum. That way you can protect the ADC a lot better, because Shin just doesn't do enough protection if you're being pushed in lane.
Absolutely. This time, though, Dreamers will be on the red side as Tread take the first priority pick on the blue side. We'll see what they're going to prioritize now on the blue side, not on the receiving end. So everyone gets ready and waited into Game 2 of Tread versus Dreamers. Who do you think will be able to win this series? Will Tread be able to close it out 2-0, or do you think Dreamers still have a chance in being able to bring us to a series and a victory for their first in Half-Faith Esports? We're going to find out slowly but shortly.
I'm gonna go for the underdog here. I always love the underdog story. If they can just think of a team comp that protects their carries and makes it to the late game, they have a good chance of winning. Because in the late game, if you make one little mistake on the side of Tread, someone's going to die, no matter what. As long as Dreamers perform their execution through CC correctly.
Hopefully, indeed. If I had to give my vote, I don't know, I think Tread just looked too hot in that first game. Way too just steamrolling on the side of Dreamers. However, we're not the ones predicting the games here. The players are, with everyone now finally organized into the loading screen, into the lobby. We will shortly be jumping into Champion Select and see which is going to be banned. Insta-lock, or ban first on the side of Dreamers. Sonic Abs, what do you think it's going to be? Twitch or Talia?
They're probably going to first ban the Twitch. In my opinion, the Twitch set up the Talia, because, I mean, Twitch early on, he ganked top, instantly roamed to mid lane, almost killed Orianna at level 1, I think. I think it was level 1, or it was level 2. And then from there, Talia just skyrocketed through mid lane. So I'm pretty sure they're going to ban the Twitch away first, and then the second ban's going to go to Talia.
Alright. You say Twitch Talia to make things more interesting, I'll say Talia Twitch.
I'm okay with that.
So,
I like to...
Sorry to interrupt super quick for both of you, but this seems like a decent time if either one of you wants to take a break, go to the bathroom, get a refill in your drink. Let me know, because it seems like a decent time for a pause.
No, I'm good.
I'm good too.
Okay, just wanted to check in on both of you. Sorry, continue your conversation.
Alright. Alright, though. Other than the obvious Twitch and Talia that we're both predicting here, though, what else do we think you want to ban away on the side of Dreamers? You gonna stick with something you lost to in the last game, or are you gonna stick with some generic bans? Cho'Gath, Maokai, which one do you really prioritize here?
Since Dreamers are on red side now, I definitely prioritize the Maokai, because Maokai top lane is good, but Maokai jungle just, in my opinion, has more presence than Maokai top lane. I mean, just the gank potential through Maokai jungle is so simple. You walk up, you press W, and they're gonna die. Like, the amount of CC he has a slow, a knockback, and a root. Like, that person's gonna die. So I prioritize. I could see Twitch, Talia, Maokai in the first 3 bans for the side of Dreamers.
Alright. Let's see which one of us wins the ladder here. You said Talia Twitch, I said Twitch Talia.
I won't be denied.
It's going
No,
to be...
it's the other way around. I said
Okay,
Twitch,
it's-
Talia.
Oh, sorry, you said Twitch, I said Talia Twitch, okay. We're waiting on it, Dreamers. Don't do this to us. We know exactly what you're going to be banning. We can see into the future. Or we're both actually wrong.
Oh,
Oh,
Blitzcrank
by the
ban.
way, if you guys have a split second, make sure you address who's on who, which team's on which side,
Yes,
and
yes,
everything.
absolutely.
Okay.
Entering game 2 of Dreamers vs. Tread, it is going to be Tread on the blue side, Dreamers now taking up the red side for those who just might have tuned into the stream, or those who have stuck with us through game 1. Currently, Tread are leading the series 1-0 after a convincing victory in game 1. So for Sonic Ebb, I tell you what, both of us are completely terrible prophets because both Blitzcrank and Rek'Sai have been banned on the side of Dreamers.
I honestly don't know what they're thinking. Because if they allow I'm pretty sure Tread is going to first pick that Twitch as soon as it gets to their picks. Because if they allow that to go through again, I can just see the same thing happening, and they just steamroll out of control.
Dreamers will ban the Talia. They'll ban one of the two things, to say the least. That Twitch, the chances of it being picked are pretty high. However, instead, I feel like we're not going to see the Twitch being first picked. What do you think we'll see?
If they don't first pick the Twitch, I mean, oh, Kled. Well, I didn't have a chance to say it.
Alright.
I'm honestly
Kled.
surprised they didn't first pick the Twitch, though. It had so much presence throughout that whole first game.
Perhaps they still have the option to. The threat of it's still there. All in all, though, Kled being the first pick on the side of Tread here, and that Tryndamere that we saw hovered before will be locked in for Authentic in the top lane. Do you think that's going top or jungle? Because that's a very bold first pick.
But it's going
Alright,
top
it's
lane.
going top lane. Okay, there's the answer to my question.
Did the top and support switch for
Well,
Dreamers?
No, they're the same.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright. I think you're the expert here on this one.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna pick the Twitch. Like, it just destroyed last game. And they're going, oh my
They're not going
lord!
with the Twitch. They threw a curveball once, they're not going to throw the curveball again. But in this top lane matchup, I want to touch on a little bit. Tryndamere Kled, that's a very rare matchup. Who do you think wins that matchup?
I would say if Kled fights Tryndamere with a full rage bar, Tryndamere could definitely start out damaging. So Kled needs to wait until he's try to get him just poked out just a little bit to get him to waste the rage bar, and then Kled just full out all enzyme right there. Just go all in, balls deep into the Tryndamere. Because Tryndamere without that rage bar, it's just he doesn't do anything. He has no damage without his rage bar. So I'm pretty sure Kled, if he plays his cards right, can definitely win the top lane.
Indeed, so as we see the first pick phase being closed out, both mid laners being picked on both sides. Victor versus Cassiopeia, Hecarim versus Warwick, and Kled versus Tryndamere. What should we expect out of the bottom lane here? Because there's going to be a lot of bans from both sides on it.
Mm-hmm. If Dreamers get the chance, I'm pretty sure they're gonna first pick Twitch. I'm pretty sure they will not give them that Twitch, no matter if jungle or ADC on the side of Tread, because that was just that one champion destroyed the whole team of Dreamers.
Judged.
Once again, we see the Morgana ban coming through on the side of Tread here. Perhaps a kryptonite of theirs that they don't want to see exploited at all.
Now, through the bans of Dreamers, it's interesting they banned Urgot, because in my opinion, it's kind of a wasteful ban, because they've already picked the top lane, and Urgot ADC is not good.
Yeah, Ziggs AD carry also a little on the uncommon side, but they're afraid of the curveballs perhaps that are being thrown by Tread so far. Ziggs ADC certainly not out of the question.
Understood.
It's an Akali ban is the last thing banned away on Tread. I want to see what it's going to be able to pick up here. It's going to be Jhin for Dreamers and Tristana. That's being locked in for sure, I feel, on the side of Tread.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be some tank, some tank support. Something with CC. Protect the Trist.
Something strong, a strong front line. You already have a lot of damage coming out of Tristana, coming out of Victor, Kled as well. Tank works perfectly. Or they're going to try and prove you wrong. Wait, I think they might prove you wrong.
I would like, instead of an Alistar, I would definitely like a Braum here in this situation. Because it gives Triss the ability to get her full stacks onto the opponent once the stun lands.
Indeed. It's going to be the Alistar pick instead, and please don't lock that in, Dreamers. What do you think would be a good support now for Dreamers? A Janna? Alright, that's the answer. Excellent. Great predictions, Cabs.
That is, in my opinion, a horrible support against this team for Tread, or for Dreamers. The Tread comp can just blow up any squishy people they had. Jen is incredibly squishy. Having a Hecarim and a Kled, they're just gonna go right on in there, and she'll probably just die in seconds if she's standing anywhere near the front. So she could be good, but she has to have perfect positioning every team fight that they have.
Indeed, it's asking a lot of the bot lane on the side of the Dreamers. However, as we enter Game 2, definitely I think I see in the chat so far, definitely some Tread fans, definitely some Dreamers fans, even though despite that last game, neither side's out of it just yet. We will hopefully be in for series, or perhaps Tread will be able to pick up their second win in the Have Faith Esports League here against Dreamers. So far, out of the team comps, I don't think I have to ask this, but which team comp do you like more?
Definitely Tread's team comp. Tread's team comp. I mean, it's so simple. It's all in. It's gonna go all in, right in their faces. You're just gonna Hecarim E, Kled ult, and then Alistar just runs right behind them, getting ready to knock someone up. Or he might even run right past someone and knock like Jhin right into the middle of the team.
That would definitely be unfortunate for Dreamers, but on the side of Dreamers, now on the red side, what are we liking out of their comp so far?
So far, what I like about their comp, they have a split pusher, someone who can constantly just take out towers. So Tread's gonna have to always answer that. So it's always gonna be at least a 4v4 fight. If the Kled doesn't get ahead. If Kled gets ahead, Tryndamere is just gonna be worthless the whole game. And when it comes to jungle, Warwick is very good at ganking any mid laner or ADC that has like no escapes, like a Victor. So him and Cassiopeia should be able to kill the Victor many times over and over if they play their cards right. Bot lane, in my opinion, I honestly don't really know. I'm pretty sure Jhin and Janna, they're just going to get destroyed because the Trist Alistar is just an insane bot lane to play up against. Even though it's Jhin, whose early game is actually pretty good, I'm pretty sure the Trist and Alistar are just going to win bot lane.
No hope at all for Dreamers. None at all?
No, I'm sorry, but Janna into like a Tristan and Alistar is just, in my opinion, just not a good idea. She's just too squishy, and they might even focus her just because they can just kill her quickly.
Possibly so. Definitely, actually, I'm gonna give some credit for the Dreamers bot lane here. They just have to play back. Stay out of the Alistar range, don't get engaged on, and they're fine. And they're playing the laning phase how they have to, really. And with that said, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of action in the bottom lane early on. Unless Tread decide to engage, that is, then we might see some more action. However, a little bit of, I think, an overlooked matchup here is the Warwick pick in the jungle. We don't see that all the time for sure. What do we think the Warwick's going to focus here?
I'm pretty sure he's going to focus the mid lane, because Victor's the only one who has no escapes in the laning phase. Like, Victor's just a sitting duck if he pushes up. And especially at level 6 with the Warwick CC, if he can time his CC correctly with Cassiopeia, Victor's gone. He's dead. Now, if Victor gets ahead, Warwick's going to instantly he's just going to go to top lane, in my opinion, because that's the only other one that he can really kill. Tristana's jump is just too good to get away from a Warwick.
I mean, I think Warwick's jump's pretty high too, but I mean, definitely Tristana's jump isn't as bad either. To say the very least, either way, we're going straight into the loading screen to see who wins out on the mastery and the skins. Hopefully, on the side of Dreamers, perhaps throwing some more comfort picks here, shaking off game 2 or game 1, I should say. It's the best strategy you could do with Dreamers. Pretend that game never happened. Move onwards. Perhaps you can pull out a victory here.
It's definitely. It's just like playing real sports. If you get beaten horribly, you just need to move on. Just forget about it.
Absolutely. Extreme Revenge in the top lane. Limit in the jungle. Center in the mid lane. TSM or Trad. Goober Gabe and Mortar Malones on the support role. Before I introduce all the players, actually no, Standard starts. We're fine. No invades. Authentic Wigga in the top lane. Tilt-Proof in the jungle. Toxic in the mid lane. Mew, Please, and Lily rounding out the bottom lane for Dreamers here.
It could be an invade. Looks like they're setting up one. I think Janna just spotted all of them.
Janna's gonna be able to spot them out. They recall that it happened to them in game 1. They're not gonna let it happen to them in game 2. They were behind 3 minutes in. They're not gonna want to be behind 30 seconds in. That's for sure on the side of Dreamers. It's standard starts done by both sides here.
Oh, there's the Alistar cowbell. There it is.
Cowbell. I'm pretty sure they actually changed the sound effect on it because it was actually that bad. Like, I think they made the ring a little bit less ringy, if that makes any sense.
I'll say it does, just so I won't hurt your feelings.
Well, alright.
I don't know what you mean, so we'll just say it does.
Alright, yeah, they lowered the sound. Let's go with that. Also, something interesting I noticed right automatically by side of Dreamers, it's an Ignite on this Janna pick here.
In my opinion, that's actually a good idea, because I'm pretty sure they know that they can get forced out of lane, so having that extra lane pressure might help them.
Hopefully, indeed. If you're on the side of Dreamers, you don't want as much chaos you had before. So for the trades back and forth, going in Revenge's favor, and trades in the mid lane also going in Center's favor.
Yeah, this Tryndamere, he just needs to stop trading and wait until he hits level 3, and then that's when he needs to start trading. Because as soon as he has max rage bar, he can just walk up, hit a couple times, spin away, and then if he took any damage, just heal, and then just let it stack right back up again.
Indeed. We see an early move from Tilt-Proof in the mid lane, though. He snuck up on this one from the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of damage. Toxic might get taken out here, but there's a lot of damage from the Cassiopeia Fangs. Will be able to get out, though, and force Center out of the mid lane.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would have said the jungler did poor pathing by trying to walk through the minions. If he would have walked into the river, through the river, and Cassiopeia could have walked towards the red buff through the blue trinket plant, he would have been able to catch the Victor in the river and then probably could have gotten a kill. So I think that was poor pathing by the Warwick.
Indeed, so Cassiopeia is still staying in the mid lane, though. Taking a risk at that low health bar to go for that remaining wave that's still there. Seeing the top lane, though, they're going to repeat the strategy they did last game. First Blood will not be going over the limit this time around. Instead, he takes 3 turret shots and is forced out of the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait a second. Tilt-proof answers with first blood
There
this
we
time,
go.
and he's gonna put Kled right in trouble right after.
That was a very good counter gank. Very well set up.
Indeed, so read the play, knew what Limit was gonna try to do. He's done the same moves in game 1 as he now is in game 2. And surprisingly, trades are going in favor of Dreamer so far in the bottom lane. Making a lot of damage. So is Authentic though. Health bars about even across the board.
Oh, it looks like there's a gank going top lane again.
Uh-oh, tilt-proof. In the top lane, will be able to force Extreme out of the laning phase. Just out of the lane itself for now, at least. Definitely knows that it's possible for Limit to be up there. It's possible for Limit to try and re-gank that top lane, so he has it in his eyes close to it.
Mm-hmm.
There actually might be going on this one. There's no Scarl for this. There's the heal. Can he pick up the kill with the Ignite tick? And the minion will. Authentic picks up a kill on Extreme.
With the emote at the end and the spam. That was very well played from the Tryndamere. Waited just for the right time to ignite. Didn't ignite when he had the Raptor up. Waited until after it went down for that ignite, and that gave him the kill.
Oh, no, wait a second. It might just turn Cassiopeia's favor, and Toxic takes out Limit.
Wow, now that was an amazing outplay. And very lucky, in my opinion.
Indeed, a little greedy, I'd say, on the side of Limit. All in all, though, it's actually, if we had to take a prediction based off last game as to where this would be, Dreamers turning the table full 180 here. They're the ones in the driver's seat this game. They're the ones with the early gold lead, and they're the ones looking to transition this into the mid game.
Yeah, I'm very surprised with Dreamers right now. I feel like they definitely put that last game behind them, and they're performing a lot better than last game.
The Tornado's going to be able to knock up Goober Gabe right afterwards. Deadly Flourish will land. That time the trade doesn't go in favor of Mew Please and Lily in the bot lane.
There's another gank going top.
Another one. Tilt-proof might have found the recipe of success here. Level 6 Kled may use that ulti to get out, or may not recognize that this damage is not enough on the side of Dreamers.
Yeah, I feel like Warwick needs to take a break from ganking and just get to his level 6 before the Hecarim does, because he is up in farm. It's 22 to 18 right now. I think Warwick needs to go get his blue buff, the Gromp, and he should be level 6. Or very close to level 6.
Indeed, definitely a less bloody game from what we saw last time. Limit should be fine. Actually, wait! Limit! Oh no. Underestimating the chickens. The most fearsome creature in the jungle.
Oh yeah. Everyone hates the chickens. They're crafty little chickens.
Definitely, it's actually really unfortunate for Limit this game. Perhaps a little too confident after that Game 1 victory. We'll see where it goes, though, in the favor of Dreamers.
Blue buff over to the Cassiopeia, that's interesting. I wonder if Cassiopeia just told him to let him have it.
Regardless, that the game's not out of control for Tread. This time, they might be on the receiving end, but they're not down terribly in gold 8 minutes in for what it's worth. Tryndamere, though, is definitely putting some work in the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
From on the side of Tread, I'm definitely looking to make things happen. Getting to the late game against Cassiopeia and Tryndamere is one of the worst things you can do against those two champions. maybe with the Cloud Dragon, we'll see things a little more proactive. Authentic goes for a play top, isn't able to make it just yet.
Yeah, it looks like Dreamers does not have enough vision to really go for the dragon. They need to set up more vision into, in my opinion, the enemy's jungle, because they have the pressure right now. There's a few kills on certain key champions on their team, so they definitely need to get some wards down, at least in the river, or in my opinion, into the enemy jungle on the bot side.
Indeed, they're actually gonna go up here in the top lane again. Extreme forced out to his turret, because he saw how that went last time. Definitely a lot of focus on this mid lane though. Toxic doing a good job to dodge out those death lasers from center here.
Actually, you know what I just realized? Tryndamere went Tiamat. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Definitely unique on the side.
Ooh, that was a
There's
well
flash away. Actually, there's an answer right after from Limit, as they're gonna try and pick up another kill right after. As Warwick is able to not jump out in time, gets him with the laser on the end. A double for center.
That was definitely a well-timed counter gank. Very well executed. And that was also a very good flash from the Victor away from the Warwick fear. And it looks like we're going to transition to an easy Cloud Drake for Tread.
Easy Cloud Drake, indeed. Normally, I'd say a level 1 Cloud isn't the most amazing thing. It's not something to be terrified of. But when there's a Hecarim as well, that suddenly makes things a little spookier, between all the movement speed that he'll be getting.
Including a Kled, because you get the bonus movement speed through the ult as well.
Absolutely. The engages in the mid game are definitely going to be scary on the side of Tread. They do have that Janna pick for the disengage, so we'll see how it works out as things transition onwards.
And it's another Cloud Drake, so if they could pick up that second one for Tread, Hecarim is going to be just running around like crazy. Going to turn into Usain Bolt.
Indeed. Lily in a little bit of trouble here, gets stunned up, and the bomb's going to do a lot of damage, but there's even more damage coming out of Mew, please. Makes the trade look even, to say the least.
But for bot lane, it's just like I said, with a Trist Alistar, you're just going to get shoved in the whole time. Janna, into something like that, just doesn't have enough lane pressure to support that ADC. But it looks like they're able to keep a wave just out of the range of the turret so he can get the farm.
Tollproof getting jumped on here, but he has to jump to another member of Tread to be able to try and get out. It's not going to go in their favor though. That's one kill. Maybe more as the Kled ulti comes through. Gonna force the flash out of Authentic, but can he get out in time? It's actually gonna be Toxic that almost gets in trouble right after. The Victor ult comes through and picks up another kill for Tread.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh wow, the taunt spam right there. Oh, here comes the cowbell. That is just messed up. The disrespect right now through the Alistar. Now, I do not know why the Tryndamere, he actually stood still for a second, if you didn't notice that. He stood still for some reason, just allowed Victor to just throw his ult down on top of him.
And that's going to be another kill for Dreamers this time around. Tread overextend a little bit in the mid lane as current call goes out. Alistair's not going to be able to survive this one. For sure. Wait a second. One of my loans gets out for a few seconds longer. Tollproof's on the chase, but he cannot find the kill. 4-4.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get too cocky and just sit there and taunt. I mean, they had traded very well. Got two kills. They should have just left and just tried to get to the mid tower. Instead, they tried to. One of them tries to walk through the mid tower, and then just dies.
Authentic looking for the dive here, and maybe even the kill onto Extreme, and decides against it though. Definitely though, 14 minutes into this match, I think this is a much better game on the side of Dreamers. They've managed to stay alive, and they might even be able to pick up the first turret of the game here with Authentic whacking on that top turret.
It's definitely a lot better in the top lane.
Absolutely. Not the greatest of performances at a limit for assists, but also for deaths. Hoping to perhaps mock things up as we get closer and closer to the 20-minute marker here.
Yeah,
Checking the stock of
Cassiopeia.
the CS numbers. As Extreme gets a pretty good trade-off in the top lane. It's even top, even the jungle, even in the bot lane as well, I'd say. Being down 2 waves isn't the worst of stories for Mewplays here on this gen, but in the mid lane, the real discrepancy's happening. 123 CS for Center, 76 for Toxic.
And that's honestly because everything's been happening mid lane. Like, Toxic hasn't been able to sit there and actually farm. He's either
Flood ulti goes through, that Jan ulti's not gonna be enough. The Monsoon may, but Lily's gonna be going down after this one with 4 men on top of Ara.
See, it's just like I said. Janna's just gonna instantly die if they decide to go for her. She has no way to save herself. Against this team comp, in my opinion, Janna's just a poor pick.
No way indeed, but so far it is still Dreamers that have the gold advantage here, and the first turret as well. This Tryndamere is starting to spell trouble on the side of Tread here.
I'm pretty sure the Tryndamere can get
Try
out.
and kill him, but the Blast Cone goes in favor of Authentic here. Can he get out though? Probably not. Yeah, probably
No.
not. Limits. Actually, flashes away. Hold on a second. He might just get away with the safety of Toxic in the mid lane. It's gonna put Warwick in trouble here though, but does still manage to make the great escape and put the remaining members of Tread on the wrong side of the map for now. Action in the mid lane. Toxic has to be real careful without a turret there. Manages to land a stun onto 3, but it's not gonna matter. Curtain Call comes out.
It's starting to be the repeat from last game. Dreams needs to settle down, get some vision.
Looks like they don't want to settle down though. Lily's gonna go down to the Victor ultimate. And it's even gonna be even more casualties. The flash forward for the bomb kill from Goober Gabe. As Tryndamere is now on the wrong side of the map. At Hecarim's movement speed boost, about to be up in a second. Will go down. And suddenly things start to look very, very glim on the side of Dreamers.
Mm-hmm.
With this Rift Herald as well, they're probably going to be able to run down the top turret.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. There's 2 waves stacked up on top right now. For Dreamers, though, as I was saying, they need a gun to farm. Like, you're gonna have to let this Cassiopeia scale if you want to try to win the game.
Absolutely, perhaps a little too steadfast on the trigger with that early lead for Dreamers. However, they are still going to be able to recover from this. They were down 10,000 gold last time. Now they're only down a little over 7,000, and a little bit of disrespect in the mid lane may get Alistar taken out here. Dreamer's on the run, but that was not going to have a lot of HP for much longer, as Mewplays just gets jumped down and run over as the rest of Dreamers try and make a play on the other side of the map, but they just get collapsed on. It's a double, a triple kill for Limit.
Looks like there's trash talking in the chat here.
A little bit of trash talk, but that turret's not gonna go down.
We did notice that Warwick actually had taken the Cloud Drake for his team, so that's gonna help a little bit, but like if they would...
Terrible for Dreamers. The Rift Herald still above 30% HP means they can keep pushing with it when nobody's doing damage to it. And after an early deficit, Tread find their footing again and may be able to pick up more kills here. So they're gonna look to try and get out though. Alistar will get taken out here for sure, but what more can Dreamers find before they get taken out? It's a double kill on the side of center. It's not gonna be anymore. Actually, it might be. With that damage, Goober Gabe's gonna jump forward. Almost gets taken out by the turret shot, but it redirects to the minion. And 20 minutes in, is looking like a repeat of last game.
Yep. Now Cled's rotating to the bot. We're gonna get the bot tower. They're probably just gonna try to push in even more because I mean no one could touch him right now. I would say only Tryndamere could really deal with the Cled.
So far, indeed, Dreamers have managed to stay in this game, but suddenly Tread turn on the switch. They wake up after the early game. It's gonna be tilt-proof, trying to get some damage on a Limit here, but Limit is just really tanky with that Cinder Hulk. May even decide to turn on him as he decides against it, and this might be Baron on the cards. Not even 22 minutes in on the side of Tread.
Is the Alistar just gonna stand there with the bell?
They're gonna go for it as well.
Yep.
They know that it's hard for Tread, or that it's hard for Dreamers to be able to do anything. Actually, so confident that they're gonna make Limit go for trying to get a solo kill on Emupliz. They're gonna keep pushing through with the damage, get another kill on a Lily, forcing Heart of Monsoon out. This is risky play on the side of the Tread. The Baron's still up, and Authentic's now pushing into the back line. That's almost gonna be able to take out Victor, but it's not gonna matter. 23-5, Baron 22 minutes in. Tread are poised to win this game, and with the surrender vote, they will close out the series 2-0.
It was a decent try by Dreamer. And they for one more time and try to get something out of it.
Well, guys, good job on the casting tonight. I believe there's a few extra things we got to take a look at before the next phase. But just so everybody's clear, we have meet our quota for the amount of people in the audience currently, and therefore a straw poll shall be made. But you guys can give some extra evidence at why you guys should perhaps be able to sway some of the audience to see your guys' point of view. But it will be the audience that decides the MVP for this series.
Audience decides the MVP. Well, looking at this series as a whole, I'm going to start off with you, Sonic Abs. Who do you think deserves MVP on the side of Tread?
I'm going to say it goes to Tread's Jungle. That first game with Twitch, he just exploded. Like, he was 100% everywhere with the Twitch. It was 10 minutes in or 8 minutes in, 7-0 and 2 or something like that, 7-0 and 1. Most kills on the team at the end of the game. Like, he was destroying the team. And then even in the next game, he was already on a kill streak at some point. Ends the game 9-4 and 8. Best KPA on his team.
I would definitely want to favor that, but I'm actually going to say that Center deserves to be the center of attention here. Don't get me wrong, Limit definitely had a very strong series on the Twitch, but I feel like the Hecarim it wasn't the same. The 4 deaths that he had, I mean, they aren't overshown by the 9 kills that he got, but they were still really without a consideration as to what was really going on underneath the turret early on, and to the Raptors. I think that was a little unfortunate sloppy on his side. And if we're looking at who played the series as a whole, a lot cleaner, I think Center, in my vote at least, gets MVP.
Okay. I don't know if you wanted a counter argument. I was like, nah. Well,
I could agree with you.
The viewers are gonna choose me. They're just gonna choose
the audience
my
is choosing, so we'll see.
Well,
what
just
exactly the
so you
results
know,
are.
you guys can go ahead and drop your own votes in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the results, shall we?
Absolutely. Let's see who's winning the fan vote for MVP of Tread versus Dreamers. Tread managing to go 2-0 in this series. Who's the MVP of that?
Wait a minute. Let me pull up the Twitch app. Can you post the poll again?
It's in the Twitch.
All right.
I wasn't connected when you posted it, so it's not there.
Oh, all right. I'll do it again.
All right.
Please.
Yep.
Not a whole lot of viewers at this moment, but I mean, that's to be expected. 12 o'clock over here at the Eastern Standard Time Zone. And so far, it's Limit that's winning the fan vote. 6-4 against Center. Extreme managed to sneak in a vote as well. 11 votes so far, but if I look at the Twitch, there are currently 14 viewers. Remaining 3 viewers, cast the votes. So far, though, it does look like it's going in the favor of Limit My Kill, which definitely that might have won to been limited on the side of Dreamers. Regardless, so far, 7-4.
Let's go ahead and give this an extra few minutes, just to make sure everybody is fully committed to this. It looks like Limit My Kill is going to be the MVP, though.
Fan votes so far, and if anything changes within the minute or so, it's definitely in the favor of Limit, and I can absolutely see why. Strong performances on both of the champions he played, Twitch and Hecarim. Similar champions in their own way, just being able to run down someone.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely, alright.
It's late.
It's late, yeah, I mean, you can't avoid it, it's late. Late for the players, late for the casters. All in all, though, I think now's not a bad time to say that Limit looks like he has the MVP voting in his favor. So,
yeah, I think that being said, I think you're just about right here. Let's go ahead and say Limit My Kill will get the MVP.
Indeed, great performance out of you in your series against Dreamers. You are the MVP here as you guys managed to pick up your second victory. Congratulations. For the side of Dreamers, I'm certain they'll be able to pick up victories here and there. That's for sure. Not at the greatest point in standings. However, they'll be able to bounce back for sure. They are Dreamers, so they gotta look on the bright side. So far, though, I think for the most part, that's about it, though. So for everyone, Sonic Abs, a great color caster here. Great Army
Rivington the Fourth
with the best streaming equipment out there. And for everyone that has managed to stick with us at this late of an hour, thank you so much for joining in this series of Dreamers vs. Trad. We'll be seeing you next time.
See ya.
Wait, whoa. Hold on. I'm the guy that's supposed to bring this to a close. Wait a darn minute here.
We taking over.
Hey. I have my own obligations to fulfill. So for the rest of the night, in case you guys were curious, I'm going to be playing the MVP victory song that was selected by the winning party. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So for the yes, it was Rick rolled. They already heard it in the Twitch, so everything's good. As for this interview, it looks like I actually will end up being able to do so. with him.
Oh, is he on?
All right.
Yeah, I assumed he was going to be off, but I guess he's on. Join the general lobby. If you are able to do so here, but I was shocked. Did you guys see all those Goober Gabe fans? I'm shocked that all of a sudden he was like talked up really like I had like 4 people coming in for TSM2 Goober Gabe, and all of a sudden they all just disappeared right when the game ended.
Disappeared. I mean, Goober Gabe played well, but I mean, if we're looking at from MVP voting, center was definitely the center of attention, and Limit definitely really strong presence in the jungle. Even Watermelons was able to get a vote for himself. Goober Gabe fans seem to have fallen asleep on us here, as he has 0 votes for the MVP at the moment.
All right, well, here we are with our MVP, which is Limit My Kill. He is going to be using the Discord of Extreme Revenge, so just everybody is aware this is going to be Limit My Kill. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and drop him right into the casting table. Okay, well, there we go. Limit My Kill, congratulations on your performance in this game. A lot of people were really great about it.
Bro. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Well, you don't really got to thank me, to be honest. I didn't really vote for you that hard. I only voted for you once.
Yeah, I am center of banner superior.
Limit My Kill, a good player.
Well, anyway.
I am the superior. I am the superior.
Well, there you go. Looks like a little bit of banter going on in the background here. Limit My Kill. Limit. Can we talk? Limit, can we talk to you for a second? Limit, can we talk? Okay. So we wanted to ask you a few questions about what happened today. I was thinking Tread, with their current record as of right now, I believe their record was 1-for-1. Your recent victory now makes you 2-for-1. How do you guys feel currently? Do you guys like what happened in this game? You guys feel really good?
Yeah, dude, I feel like I am the superior.
I know what you're trying to say with that one. That was funny.
I got a question for him. I got a question for him. Okay. That Twitch jungle, man. Why did you pick the Twitch jungle? How did you know to expect it to work so well, especially at level 2? You went top lane, got a kill, went to mid lane, straight up almost got 2 kills like the first 4 minutes of the game.
So you're asking why I thought the Twitch jungle worked, right?
Yes. Yeah, why did it work?
I am the superior.
Oh my. Everything, all responses can come down to one conclusion.
All right.
So I have another thing I wanted to ask as well here. With this victory and this rather very impressive performance, what do you think about Citra Gaming and DK9 now? Do you guys feel like you can really give them a run for their money as well? Those two teams are currently 3-0, between both of them.
Oh, you know me. I will ruffle their feathers.
Indeed.
What happened to I am the superior?
Because I am the superior.
Ah, there it is. That's finished.
You should have said we are the superior team. That's what you should have said.
I am the superior.
I guess it's just him.
With that all being said, though, I have to ask, though, playing at an hour like this, do you want to get the games over that quickly, or was this how you guys approach most of the games to begin with?
I am the superior.
Okay, all right. Here's my final thing. So afterwards, I'm going to be playing Never Gonna Give You Up. That was going to be given by your captain here, but I have one thing I wanted to ask. Let's be fair here. Let's be honest. What was with that Hecarim situation going on at the Raptor camp? I feel like that's kind of very much ignored. What was that? What was your plan?
I can explain.
Okay, well, all right, what do you got? What do you got for me?
I am the superior. That's a
All right.
superior strat.
So what was?
I was inferior.
You were inferior.
And then I was superior.
And then you were superior. Ooh. There were a lot of, you know what? I don't know what it is about that audience, but they just really like enjoyed what you did out there for that game too. Just absolutely enjoyed it. And I think whether it's performance or just
I'm pretty sure they
individual play,
enjoyed the chicken rafters death. Pretty sure they enjoyed that the most.
oh yeah, that was great. And also the dive that also in a certain way allowed Cassiopeia to kill you on the way back. But hey, you know what? They felt it. They felt your approach, and in the end, you were the superior. So 7 votes for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I have successfully ruffled their feathers.
Indeed. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us in this interview. You can go back to do what you do.
Wait, can I say one more thing?
Of course.
I play them like a banjo.
Oh my God. All right then. See ya.
Oh my god.